responses. All right, so first and foremost, I have one question from Twitter, and this one's from Chef Hazmat, and it says, Lowco, can you do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation?
I don't know what that is. I've never done that. I don't know who that person is or why they asked that question. Okay. I'm going to just ban them. Get down! Get to the chopper!
Get down again! There we go.
I'm going to ban you!
Do you hate doing that, or is it something that you know the chat loves?
I don't hate doing it. It's just been something that we've been doing a lot more lately for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
I think I'm getting better at it. You know, practice makes perfect, as they say.
Put that cookie down used to be my tip alert for the longest time. Yeah. Please tell me you've seen the YouTube video that is just 160 of Arnold's best quotes.
No.
Oh!
I need to see it now.
Okay. Next, whatever stream you have next, please start it off by watching Arnold Schwarzenegger 160 best quotes. It's 10 minutes long, and it's nothing but Arnold one-liners. And
I'm gonna get so much inspiration. I need to watch this video
because
I need more lines.
You don't realize how many one-liners that guy has and how many of them are hilariously terrible until you see 160 of them back to back.
I need more than just telling people to get to the chopper. So I'm going to have to watch that video.
Okay, good. One question from Instagram from Middle Age Stream. Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi?
Really? Is that a real question? Empire Strikes Back easily.
Okay, see.
Come on.
If you were going to go in the opposite direction, I was going to have to throw that Muggle insult right back in your face.
Man,
I was hoping.
I thought these questions were going to be tough.
All I have to say is that The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie in the franchise. Anyways, next question from Chef.
Okay.
That is the joke. Chat, it was a joke, okay? Please don't ban me. How do the posters get so straight? Lowco Sip.
Who asked that question?
Chef. Chefy!
Okay.
We
need to get you a soundboard that is !chef, and it's me yelling at Chef. It's a sound clip of me yelling at Chef.
Chef! Wait, it is one that is already on your soundboard?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many to pick from. Like, it's like, which one?
It's actually funny that he said that because before we got started, I made a joke about the displays being crooked, and I actually hadn't taken the time to look to see if it was straight or not.
Look how straight they are.
They're super straight.
It's a little cut off, but they're so straight.
What if all of them are... Well, no, see, there's a little bit of crookedness to it, unless your camera's just crooked.
Yeah, my camera is crooked.
You should always you should keep the displays straight, but then keep them tilted.
They're so even in real life. I don't know why the cameras is...
Can't win. Have you had any of the displays fall off the wall? Like the magnets?
Yes.
Okay, I've had that. That's why...
Luke Skywalker's been down for like 2 months.
Oh, really? That's why my Yoshi one is sitting up behind me, because it just fell off the wall and I haven't bought another replacement sticky thing.
Yeah, so I when I moved apartments, I bought my own adhesives. And when you get a display, they send you like the big adhesive, and I never had any issues with that. But I bought my own. They're like little tiny adhesives, and that Luke fell. Luke's been falling, and Bioshock fell a couple times, so I bought extra adhesives, and now there's just 70 small square adhesives behind that. That wall is done.
Never again. By the way, your logo behind you, is that a cross stitch or is that a painting?
It is a perler. One of my viewers made it and gave it to me at TwitchCon.
From this distance, it looks super high res. Like, it doesn't look like a perler from this distance.
Yeah, it's so cool. It is the most awesomest thing ever.
Awesome.
They also made me like a little, they made me a couple things. They made me a Booker, like sewn little stuffed animal, and a perler of Lowco OK, which is an emote that I personally made. I'm always blown away by the things that viewers will make. It's amazing.
Some people's creativity and just the thought of wanting to give you something is something that's kind of out of this world.
Yeah.
Is that a baseball bat behind you?
Yes, that is a Far Cry 5 baseball bat.
What? From where?
Ubisoft sent it to me.
Wow. Okay, that was one of my favorite games that I played in 2018. And now
awesome.
I'm super jealous. One of my favorite things was to just throw bats and shovels super long distances and try and hit people. And okay, I'm super, super jealous now.
Did you play 3 and 4?
I have not, but so the way that so I'm sort of going backwards in time. My subs vote on the games that I play on my stream, and they have for the past year. And last time I checked, Far Cry 4 campaign was in the lead for next game to be played, and it is still in the lead. So
it is great. Far Cry 3 is my favorite.
Okay.
Far Cry 4 is really good too. It's a lot of fun. So if you liked 5, you'll love 4, and I think you're gonna be blown away by 3. Even though it's older, it's got like one of the best stories. It's so good.
Okay. No spoilers. What were your thoughts on the ending of Far Cry 5?
I thought it was, it was interesting. Like, I feel like that's probably what you expected me to say. It's interesting without giving too much away.
Were you happy? Were you mad?
I mean, I definitely wasn't happy.
Okay.
I wasn't like angry. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, ow. Like,
and then you're done.
But you're not, because we have the next Far Cry coming out next month in a couple weeks.
Yes.
And it continues from Far Cry 5.
I'm super, super excited to play that. Because I've never had so much fun doing side quests. I don't know what it was about Far Cry 5. I've played a lot of games where side quests are just redundant, repetitive, and so boring.
Mafia 3.
Oh, no, really?
Oh, it's really bad in Mafia 3.
I'm supposed to play those too. Oh, fuck.
It was like Mafia 3, the overall story was amazing. The cinematics were amazing. Getting to the end, it was just like this repetitive side quest grind.
Oh, and
the worst.
Is it one of the games where side quests are sort of kind of required?
Oh, you had to do them.
Oh!
Yeah.
Side bitch quests.
It got to a point where I was like, I don't want to do this. I need to get to the end, but I had to continue doing these stupid side missions.
Okay.
They were like all the same. But
okay.
The story was good, but I don't know if it's worth pushing through for.
Did you play 2?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I've been told by a lot of people to play 2, and then people are kind of half and half about 3, so I'll probably give it a shot.
Okay.
When it comes to side quests, the only 2 games that I was not deterred by side quests whatsoever were Far Cry 5 and The Witcher 3. And even a game I love dearly, Skyrim, which I dumped, I think, probably 120 hours into total. But the side quests in that game are just not that great. And even some of the main storylines, like the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim, started off fantastic. And then it's just run, kill, run, kill, run, kill, come back, collect money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a super old game, though, so...
It came out in 2015.
What?
Skyrim? Or was it 2013? Might
There's
be 2013.
No way it came out in 2015.
Did it come out
for
PC?
It's been out
for a while. 11. Okay, 2011. My bad.
I mean, close.
So initial release date, I think, was 2011. I think PC release was 12 or 13. Because it didn't come out on PC at the same time, did it?
It's a super old game.
Yeah, but there's other games that have had decent side quest missions. Like the Dark Brotherhood from Oblivion, I thought blew the Dark Brotherhood out in Skyrim. Same thing. I thought the Thieves Guild in Oblivion was better too.
I never played Oblivion.
I don't know.
I'm excited for the next.
Yeah, me
Skyrim.
too. I don't know if I could recommend you going back and playing Oblivion after playing Skyrim, because there's just certain game mechanics. One, the main thing, weapons breaking after a certain amount of time, is kind of the hardest thing to get over if you've already played Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim PC release. Okay, I was so incredibly wrong. I'm sorry, chat. I was super off. I played that game super late. I played it when it first came out on PC. Wait, no. Worldwide for Windows. Oh, okay. Yep, I was wrong. Okay, we'll just move on from that one. Sorry. Next question. This one comes from Urza. Lowco Booker when ? He hasn't barked the entire episode.
He hasn't. I don't even know if he's like busy destroying the entire apartment. I think he's sleeping.
Okay. I was going to ask earlier. I didn't want to jinx it.
He's on the couch passed out right now.
Okay.
He came by to get water, and I was like trying to get him over here for the show, but he was like, nah, I'm tired.
I wanted to be a part of the show earlier, and you keep telling me to shut up.
I was all revved up, and now I'm tired. Actually, I never give him human food, but tonight I made some steak, and I had a little bit left over, so I gave him like a little piece of steak, and he was like, "What? Did you
crazy.
Just give me?" He didn't know what to do. He just was like standing. It was sitting like just staring into the kitchen, like an endless void. He was just like, "I need that again. Like, what did you give me? I need that food." Like, I was like, "I'm sorry. Like, you can't have any more."
My girlfriend has a corgi and never gave him people food, mainly because he used to be super allergic to anything that wasn't prescription dog food. She can probably post what sickness she had or he had. And then about 6 months ago, I would start letting him taste like the juices that came off of my steaks that I would make. And now every time I make a steak, because they're like, oh, meat juice, give me more, human. And now every time I make a steak, Cat is on the left and Boba is on the right, just staring because they want it so bad. But I mean,
Booker's always
steak's
had
amazing.
And Booker's always had tummy issues, so that's why I'll never be like that person that gives him all my leftovers.
Oh no.
Like, my parents are so bad about this. They're like, "Oh, I didn't finish this birthday cake. Well, here you go, dogs. Like, finish it." Like, it's bad. It's terrible.
Cake?
But they have in the past.
Oh my God. Muggles! I would
you
never
can't use that word. You are a muggle.
That is...
Unless you take the Harry Potter official quiz on Pottermore and get sorted into a house.
I'm really afraid to take that now. But wait, if I'm a muggle, I can't call out other muggles?
I mean, what are you insulting then?
I have no idea, because I don't know what if somebody was be like, I guess if somebody were to call me a muggle and I didn't know what the word meant, I would probably feel insulted, because it's just not muggle.
It sounds like a aggressive word, right?
Like,
you muggle.
Your phlegm, your throat phlegm to me. And that's God, it's so insulting now that I think about it. Anyways, next question. This one calls from Kimmy 554. Oh God, 544. Don't kill me.
All my mods.
How did you find such awesome mods?
What an interesting question. My mods come from the community. That's the best way to find mods. They are role models. They have been super active in chat. They're standout, and they're honestly great people. And when they stand out in chat and they're around, we interview them, we talk to them, bring them in, and they're honestly the greatest people that I know.
Oh my God! And what faction do they fall into?
It's not factions. They're houses.
Okay, I'm sorry, houses. I'm sorry, Harry Potter fans. Harry Potter. Yeah, okay. It's Harry Potter, right? Harry Flower. Rary. Flounder. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll go watch every
Larry
movie.
Totter, okay.
I accidentally closed out the question, so give me just a second to get back to it. Pro streamer. Don't at me, chat.
Professional streaming.
Yeah, I don't ask my chat how professional of a streamer I am, and please also don't ask how often things break. Do you have a lot of technical issues with your stream?
Oh my, do I have technical issues? Yes. It's the worst. Like Saturday I had I was playing Breach and the game was popping on the wrong monitor and I couldn't figure out how to get it over. And then my audio was like roboting and just like I was all over the place. Like I was like, how do I have so many tech issues in one stream?
How is Breach?
Fun.
Yeah.
Challenging. Complex. I liked it a lot. I played it. I was supposed to do it for a sponsored stream for 2 hours. I ended up playing 5 hours because there's so much depth to it. There's a million classes. Each class you can customize the gear. There's gems to modify the gear. There's spells. You can choose different spells. And you can level up each of the classes. There's also like the demons. So it's like 4 players versus 1 player who's a demon. And those have different classes and spells and like minions you can choose from. There's so much depth to it. I was really blown away by it.
Okay. I'll have to give it a shot. By the way, for anyone that's new to the show, usually during a normal podcast, I usually switch all these scenes to tell you guys at what part of the show we are at. And the problem is if I get super into a conversation with somebody else, I forget to switch the scene. So technically for the last hour and 45 minutes, we've been warming up. And so I'm sorry. Again,
all
pro
right, so
streamer.
Let's get to the topic now that we warmed up.
First topic being, am I fucked up? Which was the first topic of our last podcast. Do you let yourself get into debates, borderline arguments with other people regarding streaming stuff? Like, do you ever go on Reddit or get into stuff on Twitter? No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
There's no energy to do that kind of stuff.
Okay. So for whatever reason, maybe a fellow muggle can explain it to me. I go to the Twitch subreddit and try and help people with their technical issues. Okay. Usually maybe I'll do like 5 posts like in a day. And I got into, I will say, a discussion about somebody regarding bitrate and resolution. And so the last segment was me trying to explain the situation to my fellow co-hosts and try to figure out if it was me that was fucked up or if it was him. Because I like to make sure that I'm on the same page as everybody else. Yes. And that's what it's all about. I need them to like keep me humble. And turns out I wasn't fucked up. So thank the Lord. At least good in that way. Okay, next question from Bigfoot. How many macro boards do you have, Lowco?
What does that mean?
So macro board, like a Stream Deck or another keyboard that you just use for macros?
I have 1 Stream Deck. And I want to do more with it. I don't do enough with it.
Multi-actions are the future. Like if I could tell anybody to do one thing, it's multi-actions up the ass.
And that's the thing like that we were talking about earlier with taking 2 days off is like, if I had actually 2 days off, I could spend a day like doing stuff like that.
Right. And that's, I mean, my 3.5 weeks off, I would say 85% of my workload was just maintenance of the stuff that I already had. Yeah. And then the rest trying to create something new. And so it's like, hey, I took off 3 weeks. And I have nothing to show for it because all the work that I did was behind the scenes. Like maybe you have like some technical issue that is wrong that you've just dealt with. Like for months and months and months, I used to have a hotkey on this macro board that I, like an idiot, when I was programming the firmware for that board, I programmed one of the keys to be Alt F4, not thinking about it. Like I was just going, okay, this key's Alt F1, Alt F2, Alt F3. Oh. And so multiple times through the stream, I would go and hit a macro to change a scene and I would close out chat or my volume mixer or something, and then I would have to go and reopen it. And I left it like that for months because I could never find the time to go and change it. And then, so I know how that goes.
Yeah, I think that's like the underappreciated part about streaming. That people are like, oh, you go on stream, you stream a couple hours, and then you're done. It's like, no, like there's so much that goes on behind the scenes.
Yes.
And so much that, like, as a streamer, you constantly need to be innovating and adding new things. Otherwise, your content gets stale. And if you don't even have that time to maintain what you currently have, which is very common to just let things build up, how are you going to even spend time to build new things?
Right. And I don't know about you, but just that thought is gone. It was totally right there, and now it's gone. It was one of the things that one thing that I kind of didn't really pay attention to when I first started streaming is trying my best to streamline the things that I already have to make time for other things instead of cutting time out of other things to do the things that I need to do.
I'm constantly trying to figure out better ways to be more efficient.
Yep.
And making my mods do as much as possible.
It's good to have mods to rely on.
Mods, I can't do it. Just figure it out. I can't pile it on.
All right, next question from Bearded Corvus. As a full-time streamer, what is your view on the affiliate program? Ooh, here's a classic question.
So the affiliate program is something that's been around for a year or two now. At least 2 years, I think.
19 months.
I really like it. I think it is only beneficial, if not for learning some hard truths early on in streaming, rather than trying to grind a partnership and then realizing some of the tough things about streaming, which is being a partner is not everything, and it's not end game. You get that sub button, you're going to get subs, you get so many subs, and after a month that dies down a lot because everyone was hyped up. So then you realize, oh wow, like, this is not it's not even sustainable.
Right.
I think the affiliate program helps to teach eager streamers the hard truth about making money streaming, and that it's not easy. And it's not consistent, and having a sub button doesn't mean you're gonna get rich. I also like it because it provides revenue for streamers that aren't quite at partner, but they have like a community, they have good things going. They deserve to have a sub button. They deserve to get money from bits and stuff and have emotes. So I really like it because I think it's a nice stepping stone between starting from nothing, building up enough that, like, it's not impossible to get affiliate. It's not that difficult, to be honest. You just need some consistency, some basics to get affiliate, and it's a nice stepping stone between that and being a partner. So I really like the program a lot.
I've talked about this so much on our podcast because I kind of flip-flopped regarding the affiliate program. Like when it first came out, being somebody who was already at affiliate, I was kind of in a different headspace. But then I came into the mindset of like really, really appreciating it, what it is, for what it is. And the one thing I'll say is I think that with the introduction of the affiliate program with Twitch, I think that I think the affiliate program has had such a big hand in raising the production value bar, because it was providing revenue to all of these people who were worth, that revenue, and giving them the funds to be able to step up their stream to the next level with graphics, with emotes, with audio equipment. Like, I think since the affiliate program has been a thing, the bar has raised up a lot, and we're seeing production quality that we have never seen from newer streamers. Like, people that are getting into the game are getting an immense amount of support and then just stepping up their game kind of like right off the bat.
For sure. Yeah.
Next question, also from Bigfoot. As a full-time streamer, have you ever thought of streaming to multiple sites to diversify the income? and get new viewers since YouTube is catching up in the same area of streaming.
So for most Twitch partners, that's actually not allowed. And actually, you're not even allowed for affiliates. You're not allowed to multi-stream. So I always encourage people that are just starting to not rush for affiliate, but rather try to multi-stream instead. Because exposure is more important when you're just starting rather than just trying to make like $5 a month from a sub or something.
Right.
I can't, and for me, it's not. It really, I'm not sure how worth it would even be. But yeah, if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend multi-streaming. I definitely recommend trying to branch out as much as possible.
Okay. Next question from Miss the Games. Who is Lowco and what kind of content does she create?
I am Lowco, the person that's here with the giant name tag.
Muggle.
Muggle. Now you gotta get a shirt that says "I'm a filthy muggle."
It's probably out there.
I play everything. We talked about on the stream. We talked about battle royale games. We talked about Kingdom Hearts. I play almost all the games. All the games.
And after this Q&A, I totally want you to take some time to shout out everything that you're doing, everything that you've got coming up, and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, the next question from Kimmy544. What's your favorite part of streaming? And also, what is the most stressful part for you?
Favorite part of streaming is definitely the community. Like being able to talk to people every single day. They're the ones that brighten my mood, that make the experiences more enjoyable. It's not just about sitting and playing games. It's like sharing an experience with like people and seeing the same faces every day. That's definitely like why I stream and what keeps me streaming. The most stressful part, I would say, most stressful part of it, the behind the scenes stuff. There's just a lot going on behind the scenes. I would say that's like the toughest part is trying to stay on top of things that you have going on, plus trying to like do new things. And for me, it's like having all these ideas that I want to do, but still trying to maintain the things that I currently do, plus the things that I have to do. Streaming for me now is not just a fun thing that I do. It's a business. It is, I run a business, and I did not go to business school. I did not take any business classes. So I had to learn all this stuff on the fly. I get help from, I have a lawyer and a financial planner, an accountant to help me with this kind of stuff. But it's just it can be super overwhelming when it's like, okay, now I'm a company and I didn't go to school for this. I had to figure this out and not drive this company to the ground.
Do you feel like you are relearning stuff with kind of the relaunch of Streamer Square and especially going into this new business venture path with it? Or do you feel way more prepared and it's just kind of like, I'm just doing the same thing again in another place and I'm more comfortable?
Yeah. So the formalization of like the business aspect of Lowco is definitely coinciding with what we're doing at Streamer Square. There's definitely like some new stuff because it's not just me. There's another person involved. So it's kind of like basically the Lowco stuff is happening, and then the business stuff for Streamer Square is now falling behind it. But Streamer Square definitely has an interesting dynamic because it's not just me. So I have to figure out, with the financials and stuff, it's like, how do we share money and business information? How does salaries work? I don't know.
Do we wire transfer back and forth?
How do you set up like a business account, a bank account for like a company versus yourself? And I didn't even know, like, I didn't even have like business bank accounts until like last year. I was like, oh, everything's just one account, like whatever.
Yeah, what? It doesn't matter. My
financial planner was just like, what?
These goddamn kids these days, these streamers. I just opened up my business bank account. So after 5 years of streaming, and I was like, okay, it's finally time to start kind of separating stuff.
Right.
I mean, before the affiliate program, there was really no reason to kind of separate those revenue
Right.
streams. But once you start having a monthly paycheck, it's like, okay, it's probably a good idea to separate this stuff. I just registered my name as a DBA, so I didn't go the full LLC yet, only because I already have a full-time job. I didn't really see him putting all of that time and effort into a whole nother thing just yet. And just because the revenue, the amount of revenue is so small. But even just doing the DBA, which is like the least amount of work you can do to break that away from your personal life, that was a lot. There was a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful because I have very talented professional people that do this, and I'm at the point where I can just give them money to do this and save myself so much headache and time and
Yeah.
like worry about this kind of stuff. I never even did a DBA. I didn't know. It was just like a ghetto setup until this past year.
Got to do it sometime.
Yeah, like it kind of concerns me to see to wonder how many streamers don't have any of this stuff together, especially when it comes to paying taxes. Like this is the first year that I've done quarterlies, and I would never have done that if I didn't have like my financial planner reminding me like, hey, don't forget to pay your quarterlies, do this instead. But yeah, I mean, streamers that try to do their own taxes, like you're creating so much headache and just probably it's not optimal.
Right.
And I worry for that.
I haven't necessarily taken a look at every single thing that you guys have covered on Streamer Square. Do you guys have any content that is dedicated to explaining that? You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I love it because it's actually run by a financial planner and an accountant that works with streamers. So they do a weekly talk show called Your Brand, Your Business, which is literally the business aspects of streaming, like this kind of stuff. They will answer questions about taxes and like making money and filing whatever business stuff. I'm not the business expert. They do it. Right, what they do. It's really, really helpful though. They talk about like the new like tax law changes in the US that's impacting like this year. And we have some articles up on the website that focus on this stuff that they've written. So bless their souls, because this is basically education that you'd have to pay hundreds of dollars an hour to get, and they're just doing it for free.
And what website would that be?
Streamersquare.com. Streamersquare.
Okay. Never heard of it. Next question. It was Bigfoot asking what's your equipment, but I think somebody linked a link to your streaming equipment.
I don't know. I have 2 PCs and a microphone.
I plug them in.
It works. Things work.
Oh wait. Did I skip? Nope. We're good. I also I was gonna kind of key in on favorite part of streaming and what's the most stressful part for you. I kind of mirror Lowco's thoughts on streaming isn't just me playing video games. Like I've kind of had this conversation with my community lately that I don't think I would ever make it big, nor would I want to make it big on Twitch for just playing video games. Like Twitch is way more than just games. And you saying it's about it's sharing experiences with other people. And that is like, from the bottom of my heart, that is what I believe as well. And my most recent experience with this was me building my first keyboard on stream and having other people some people not knowing anything about it and other people knowing a little bit about like electricity and diodes and resistors, and everybody kind of, chipping in. And then 5 hours later, having this thing that I built that works and just being able to share that experience with other people has just been amazing. And yeah, it's just about...
You mean not everyone in Twitch chat was a mechanic? What?
They act like it sometimes, don't they? Like they're just super smarty pants.
I thought they were experts at everything.
And just like there's so many other things, like obviously podcast is like one of my other favorite things to do, is just to kind of sit here and just talk with people and doing the DIY and the craft stuff. Like there's so much room for other things outside of gaming,
for sure.
And you can have so much fun if you really put your mind to it.
Yeah, I always tell people if they want to start streaming, think outside the box. Don't try to be the next ninja.
Yep.
He's already there. Try to think of other things, especially like outside of gaming. Like what kind of things can you bring to Twitch? It's not just about games anymore. And
yep.
I think there's just a lot of room for interesting content.
I agree. Is it, help me pronounce this, Wes Caesar? Wes Kaiser? Wes Caesar?
I don't know. I say Wes Caesar.
Wes Caesar! Yeah, we built a couple keyboard / macro boards, and actually in the coming weeks, we're building a bunch of macro boards for streamers. So that's kind of like my new favorite thing to do recently. I've spent way too much money on keyboards and keyboard parts, like to the part where the girlfriend should probably start asking some questions. But it's funny that you said an ortholinear split, because that's probably the next board I want to build. But I just want to build half of an ortholinear split and just use it as a macro board. Next question. As you can tell, I really need glasses, and these questions are super tiny, and I can't make the font any bigger. Top 3 games of all time, minimal thinking, gut choice, go. And that comes from Conbot789.
God of War. Top 3 games. Do I have to go past God of War? Like I just can't think past God of War. I would say Hellblade is up there.
Okay. Did you ever play that in, I know you have a VR set. Did you ever play that in VR?
No. I don't know if I can do that. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to scary stuff.
Oh, I mean, I guess it was scary, but it's not, it's not the traditional VR where you're looking first person. It's a third person. So you're sitting in a chair with a controller and your camera is behind Senua.
With the atmosphere.
Right.
So immersive. Yeah. These
threw me off.
I have it. I bought it, or I think maybe it came with it.
It came with it.
Okay.
Did you play the forest in VR?
No.
You gotta, Lowco. No, you gotta.
It scares me. I'm a baby. I can't.
What was the last VR title you played?
I just played Beat Saber.
That's it?
I love it. It's so good. That's all I care about. It
is good. Please tell me that you've modded it.
I use like the custom songs, yeah.
Okay, cool. There are so many. Locos chat, get on our ass about this. There's so many good VR titles. Please play the Forest. The coolest thing is you can play Forest in VR with people who are playing Pancake. Not everybody has to be in VR.
Okay.
So do it. Just do it.
No. It's not happening.
All right, fine. At least get into some like drunken bar fight or something. Throw back some wine. What?
That sounds like fun.
Oh, I thought you said that's no good. Okay, I thought I heard.
No, I said that sounds good.
Okay, yeah, drunken bar fight's good. If you had 7 Horcruxes, what would they be?
Jesus.
Sorry, I forgot to answer this question. Top 3 games of all time. Super Mario. Yeah, do your number 3.
Did I give a third?
No, I'm just gonna say no, so you have to think of another one.
Okay. Can I do like an entire series? Because that's like my background. It's all like the best series.
I'll allow it.
BioShock series.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Super Mario World, obviously. That's I don't want to say that's number 1 because I feel like saying a game from the 90s is the best game of all time is like discrediting all of the hard work that people have put into video games for the past decade. So Super Mario World is one of my all-time favorites. There's the reason I have a tattoo of Yoshi. BioShock Infinite has to be one of my all-time favorite like campaigns.
Yes.
Mind-blowing. I cried a little bit off stream after I got done playing that game. And then Rocket League. I have more hours in Rocket League than I do any other game by 700 hours.
Solid game.
I fucking love Rocket League, and I don't play it anymore, and it makes me sad. But talking about things like we don't have time for anymore, Rocket League was one of those things that had to drop off. Paul, with the 7 Horcruxes, I don't know what a Horcrux is. I am not into slut shaming, Paul. So how dare you? But you can go ahead and answer this.
So the Horcruxes are in Harry Potter. Lord Voldemort. He basically, I might not get this exact, but he made himself immortal by separating. It's a very painful process, is making Horcruxes. You basically put a part of your soul into a Horcrux.
Okay.
He did it 7 times, which is like ridiculous. Like it would be extremely painful to even make one. And he put it into 7 things and spread them out in the world.
Okay. Is this, if somebody were to ask me, like, if I had 7 Jackie Chan adventure talismans, I'd be able to answer this a little bit better. But what is having a Horcrux do? Do you have, like, is one of them his nose and like another one a different part of his body that he lost?
It's not like his body parts. It's his soul, and they're all in things that Harry Potter is about, like finding them. Really.
Okay. And is it
too late or is it too early to? Can we spoil Harry Potter? Like, is that is this dated enough? Can we just?
Ever since
you watched the movies.
I know, but ever since I accidentally spoiled BioShock Infinite for one other person on a podcast, I'm like a no spoilers whatsoever kind of guy.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Even though I would love to say the popular like 3-word spoiler that you just yell at people while you're driving by, and I want to say it, but I won't. Would saying why Harry wants to does he want to find the Horcruxes to destroy Voldemort? Is that the whole purpose of finding them?
Yeah, because otherwise he's like a super powerful wizard that will kill everyone
and give everybody super awkward hugs.
Harry Potter too, so Harry Potter's like, I'm gonna try to kill you.
Okay, you made it kind of sound like a gangster movie. All right, last question. This one comes from Flocking Bieber. I think Flock.
That sounds right.
Okay. What's Lowco's greatest fail on stream?
Greatest fail. My greatest fail. That's hard. There's a lot of good fails. Like, I fail a lot. There's a lot of them. There's so many of them. Is it the time that I got my hair stuck in the fan while dancing? Maybe.
Like ceiling fan?
Yeah.
Someone please supply me a clip of this.
I was playing VR and forgot to switch scenes, so people just watched me full screen play VR for like 5 minutes. Maybe.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know what I mean.
It's okay. So it's a
hard to pick just one.
Normal occurrence for you.
Yep.
Your quick segue, the tweet you put out about one of your siblings getting engaged and then you crying gif. What was the actual context behind that? It fit perfectly. It was a perfect gif selection. 10 out of 10. Bravo.
Oh man. I don't know. I've had a GIF for a while. First of all, I say GIF. Yes, let's just get over that. Oh, yes, I say GIF. I don't say GIF. Okay, we good?
I'm a muggle.
Are you leaving?
You say GIF and I'm a muggle?
Yep, here we go.
What?
I'm superior.
Okay, we're just going to cut that one out of the podcast.
I've had that for a while. I think I dropped a pen on my toe. Which sounds really random. But if you watch it, I put my leg up like this.
Yeah.
And I think I was trying to demonstrate that it's painful to drop a pen on your toe.
Okay.
And I did it, and it really hurt.
See,
I think that's what happened.
With no context, it looks like you're going into the fetal position and crying. So 10 out of 10 GIF. GIF.
Very fitting.
All right, Lowco. Well, I said local. Sorry. Beer makes me
it's okay.
slur
It's
my
better
L's.
than locale, so it's fine.
But that's actually kind of a cool name, too.
Really? Being called a cow?
Oh, I thought you said low-cal, like low calories.
No, like low cow.
Like titties low to the ground, cow, right?
Moo. Moo.
Well, low-cal. We'll go with low-cal. Lowco, that is actually going to be it for the show. So what I want to do before we close this up is take some time, tell the chat what you guys got going on, whether it's for your channel or for Streamer Square, where people can find you online, and we'll close this up.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me. This has been a blast. I'm Lowco, and LOWCO. You can find me on the interwebs. I am currently playing Kingdom Hearts. I play pretty much everything on Twitch. I mostly focus on new games that come out, and I also run Streamer Square, which is if you enjoyed our conversations about streaming, we do talk shows, we have YouTube content, we do written articles. You can check us out at twitter.com/streamersquare, streamersquare.com, everywhere Streamer Square. Come check us out if you like streaming and want to learn more about it.
I can't tell you how much I've learned from not only Lowco, but Streamer Square as a whole. The guests that she has on, especially when she has people from other platforms, the things that they talk about, the subjects they go over, the knowledge that comes pouring out of these people, it is almost a sin not to listen. So please, all those links in chat to both Lowco and Streamer Square, give them a look, give them a follow. On what day and time is Streamer Square every week? Or stream scene, I'm sorry.
The stream scene's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to be talking about the support small streamers controversy tomorrow. So it's going to be a good one. You better get your popcorn.
Woo!
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Probably one of the things that I was going to ask about, but I'm glad that I forgot because I want you to reserve all of your opinions and judgments until the show tomorrow. Lowco, it was a blast having you here. I can't tell you how much it means to a Twitch certified small streamer, for someone like you to accept an invitation to be on the show and just sit here. And I know how much free time you have, and it really means a lot for you to just come on here and just talk for a couple hours. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's been a blast.
You're very welcome. All right, guys, make sure you check out Lowco on all the social medias. I appreciate you guys coming here. If you had fun at the podcast, we will be back next week. Every other week of the show, I do a group show with a couple of my buddies, Salty Sam, Middle Age Stream, and usually somebody else. And so if you guys want to come back for the show, you're more than welcome to. So thank you guys all so very much. And we'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Lowco's a mute now. You can say bye if you want. No, just leave him hanging like that.
I didn't know if it was like muted.
You're
still muted.
Still unmuted.
It's not too late. I can still say it.
Yeah, you're good.
Bye.
Yep.
We're out.
All right, bye.